Hello, 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 and welcome. That is the brand new little transition thing. I'm pretty happy that that's working well. I'm gonna pause my personal laptop thing. Hey, welcome to Component Carousel. This is the second month, which means on Component Carousel, that means we're doing a whole new website. We've got a brand new theme, brand new guest, and yeah, brand new website. So I'm so glad that you're here. We have a fantastic guest with a really, really cool concept today. I'm super excited about this. Louis Hoebregts, great to see you. How you doing?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me today.
You know how much I practiced that last name. How far off
Yeah,
was I?
it was a 9 out of
Wow.
10.
Chat, I think we're done here. I don't want to I think
Yeah.
it's honestly downhill from here. Wow, I am so happy. We've got some great people in the chat. Steph, Angela, Double Anton, Vader Wafer. Great to see all of you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Right now, make sure you hit exclamation mark enter in the chat if you would like a chance to win a copy of Bruno Simone's 3JS course, 3JS Journey. It is fantastic. It is a fantastic course. Double Anton just got one, I got a new bot, so we know it's working this week. And we're getting confirmation, so I'm very glad. But yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. But Louis, great to have you on. You were actually on the very first week of Horsing Around, back before it was even called Horsing Around, back when it had a much worse name for it. And now you're on the first week of this new theme. So this is fantastic. It's great to have you. Why don't you introduce yourself to the chat for anyone who doesn't already know you?
Well, I'm from Brussels. That's probably the accent you can hear. Brussels, Belgium, and I'm a front-end developer. I'm also a teacher as generative design and also web optimization, how to make your website faster and better for everyone. So that's pretty much what I do for a living. And now I'm on Twitch. That's new for me, but thanks to Alex, new
Yeah.
experiences.
Louis got to quit his day job, and now he's just working for me here on Twitch. So yeah,
Yeah.
thank you, chat, for all those subscriptions. Because now we're able to pay Louis. No,
Sorry,
hey.
boss.
So also you write a certain newsletter that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, so together with Cassie Evans, who was on this stream a few weeks ago, we do a Viewbox, a newsletter called Viewbox, and it's all about SVG. So if you're excited about SVG and animation on the web and so on, you can just subscribe viewbox.club and you can subscribe from there. And you can also have access to the archives.
Let me drop that in chat real quick. And yeah, fantastic newsletter. Even if you're not excited about animation and SVG, you will be after reading this newsletter. It's really one of those.
How can you not be excited about a web animation? I
That's the
mean,
thing is like if you aren't, it's because you don't get it
you
yet,
don't
in my
know how,
opinion. Yeah,
yeah,
sorry
yeah.
sorry to do that impression. It's like, but you don't get it if I don't know. It's just if you're not into it, either it's not your thing and you never will, or you just haven't read this newsletter yet. So definitely subscribe to Viewbox, and people in the chat already know how great it is. You both do a fantastic job, and it is really great to have you on. So real quick, I just want to go back and plug that course a little bit. Bruno Simone's 3JS Journey course really is fantastic. Let me pull it up because it is, let's see, 3JS Journey. I'm going to switch to desktop and to people. Transition. So my little transition thing might be a little too long, but it's fun. I'm going to milk it for a while. It's got a lot of animations going, so it's good. But yeah, so you are getting a chance to win this course, 3JS Journey by Bruno Simone. He is a 3JS master for sure. You've probably seen his personal website, which is right here. And if you haven't, this is something that after the stream, no leaving, no, you stay here. After the stream, you can go play with, but not right now. Stay right here. Don't, you can enter the raffle and you'll find out about it later. But yeah, he's got a super cool personal website where you can drive around a truck. But then on this course, there's like 40 hours, 50 hours of just really in depth from beginning all the way to the end, all the way to the end, all the way through like expert level material, and then you stop. It's the end, so you don't learn anything more. Yeah, it's a fantastic course. It's like $100 value. Please hit enter, and thank you to Bruno Simone for letting us do this raffle. It's super cool. And thank you to Abra Kajabra for wait. Oh, you got a ticket. Thank you for following and becoming a horse. Fifth Nix. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for being here. So, let's talk about what we're working on today. What are we doing today, my friend Louis?
Well, so as you know, the theme for this month is about the Grim Reaper's used cars, and we're gonna start with a component to search for your car. And to do that, we will use the Unsplash API. So Unsplash is a website that allow you to find a lot of images for free, and you can use them on your website or wherever you want, I think. And there is an open API where you can just search for things, and it will return to you the images that are the most relevant to your search. And we're gonna make the search a little bit more complex by using the web speech API in JavaScript so that we will be able to speak to the website to actually search for images through the Unsplash API. That's the planning for today. If
Awesome.
we make it.
So yeah. So the idea, just so I am sure that I understand it, we're going to be able to basically click like a record button or like a talk button or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then say the words like blue car or sports car or
Small
something like
car.
that,
Yeah.
and then the web API will turn that speech into the words sports car, and then we're gonna send the word sports car to Unsplash as a search,
As a query or
yeah,
search, yeah.
as a query, and then we're gonna get back some images, and we're gonna display those images.
Yep, because why make it easy when you can make it more complex?
Yeah, that's what this show is all about. Complexity. It's perfect. I absolutely love it. It's gonna be a super. It's just a really fun component idea. I love I love the thought. So where do we want to start? I know that was the conversation we were having right before we went live. Was do we want to start with the speech API first, or do we want to start with the Unsplash API first? You know what? I think we can definitely get the speech API going without any kind of problem. So do you want to? Not that the Unsplash one's going to have any problem, but like I'm a bit more confident on that one. What do you think?
Yeah, same.
All right, cool. Well, let's hop over to the well. Here we are. So this is the web speech API, and I am sharing my screen with you, right, Louis? You can see
Yep.
what I got going on. Cool. Just making sure. Cool. So we're gonna be hopping into it. And yeah, here I'm gonna paste this into the chat. And I just pasted this month's site. So chat, just as a reminder, if you are brand new here, and Christopher's here. Louis is the best. He's not like the rest. Love it.
Oh,
Oh
thank you,
yeah,
Christopher.
he really is just a fantastic person. But yeah, so if you are new here, I need to remember to explain the concept because I feel like I explained it like week one, and then I just have been trucking along ever since. So the concept of component carousel to people who have not been here before. We take a ridiculous theme, right? So Grim Reaper's used cars. Death has gotten into a business that's slightly more reputable than collecting souls. Slightly used car salesman, right? So he is over here trying to sell his cars. This is a ridiculous illustration that I hacked together a few hours ago, where he's trying to sell a couple of this red sports car. But basically, we take kind of a crappy site that's just like, it's fine. It's probably a site that you maybe had to do in your day job. And we make it way more fun. We bring something like voice to text to image recognition. On the last show, I'm going to bring that up super quick. Bouncy.componentcarousel.com. We had these awesome. So this is the component that Cassie Evans made, and it's got these cool animations as you choose which model you want. George, oh, that's funny how they're all purple. That's just complete luck. But George Francis made this fantastic generative balloon team maker. Liam Egan made this great gallery that you throw balls at. And this one has like 3JS and React 3 Fiber. And this is from Adam Kuhn, who made a form that turns into a bouncy castle. And then all your letters go out of the castle and get eaten by a shark, of course. So this is what we had from last month's creations, all kind of centered around the bouncy castle theme. New month, new theme, new site. We're going to make it just as fun. So with that little explanation of what we're doing here, let's get into it. Cool. So I've got our little Next.js project up here. Where do we want to start? I've got our image search slice already built out. So we are using Prismic. I am a developer at Prismic, but we are using Prismic, and I've got this slice. So basically, this section is what we're going to be fixing up, right? Like right now, it has no functionality. It is just what it is. So where do we want to go from here? We've just got some items that we're mapping over. I've added these in the CMS. Yeah, I've got those in the CMS. We should probably gut those because we're not going to be hard coding them in there right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove this section here. Get rid of this whole div.
Or you can keep it and just remove the images now, as we will populate the list of images.
Yeah. That's a good
I mean,
point.
that's now
No,
this is your part.
no, that's a good point. Yeah, so we can keep like the styling as it is right now. It's just like some default Tailwind stuff, and I know that we're gonna bring in some SCSS at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's just
Okay,
kind of
let's
like.
start from scratch then. It's
All right,
fine.
cool. So I'm just gonna grab out this
More
div. I think it
fun.
was this. Cool, and we can just keep the heading and the section parts for now. I don't think my server's running. Let me pull that up. Yarn dev. And then I'm going to start another one with Yarn Storybook, just so that we have. It's just a bit easier to build in Storybook rather than. Hey Andrea, thank you for coming through. Good to see you. Hopefully Grimm's cars aren't rigged so he can meet his quota. Cool. So we're booting up Storybook, and so close, almost there. There we go. Cool.
Yay.
So we've got our image search here, and right now it's just got a header with some mock data. So where do we want to start, or what do we want to do first?
Well, I think we can start with the input text, and then we will try to fill the input from the speech API.
Cool. How did I break this? There we go. Cool. All right, so let's get an input. Let's put it right about here, I think.
Yeah.
Type equals text. Anything else we want on this, like an ID maybe?
Whatever you need later to select the element in the JavaScript.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, all right, I'm currently blanking. Yeah. Here we go. So we want to use
in React. You
state.
should have reference.
Yep. Absolutely. So we want to import use state. Always fun blanking on like the basics on live stream. That's just how it is. Oh, Steph, thank you so much. I always I appreciate it. Cool. So const. Let's go. What am I looking for? But brain is blanking. Let's go search text, and then you set. And then we're going to use state. Cool. All right. So
that's from the hooks. It's the new
yeah,
like the big
exactly.
thing from React. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then on change. So we're just setting up a React form, and then we're going to say update.
But the change will happen from JavaScript, so we already know when it's going to change. You see, because so the goal is to, in JavaScript, you will be able to click on a button to enable the voice recognition. And then we will try to recognize what you just said and then add that into the input. So the change function
is going to happen.
I don't think it's
not on the input necessarily. Got it.
But then you can add the button to enable the voice recognition.
Cool. So just put this here.
We will need that as well.
Record. For now, right?
Listen to me.
On click, yeah, right. And then so record or handle record. So const handle So yeah, we don't really need any inputs from that. That's gonna start. So what are we reaching for now that we've got this now that we got this up and running?
Yeah, so we'll start the speech recognition. And so like we mentioned, we're gonna use the web speech API. There is two main part of that API. The first one is the speech recognition. So the fact that you can use your microphone to speak to your browser, and the browser will interpret, like translate what you said into text. And the other part of the web speech API is the speech synthesis.
Synthesis.
The
Yep.
fact that synthesis, yeah.
Yep.
So the fact that you can make the browser read what's on your website. So usually people would use a screen reader for that for when they need it, but you can also force a browser to start reading out loud something. And tonight we're gonna only use the speech recognition part, so to make the browser listen to your microphone. And to do that, we will initiate that API.
Cool.
The just a quick note about the browser support, because it's I know a lot of people, if you get too excited, you will try to use it on your website and it's gonna break. For now, it's not working on Firefox, sadly. So it's mainly Chrome Edge for sure. And Safari is from Can I use? They say it's allowed. I mean, it's
Oh,
supported.
really?
Um,
I didn't
but I
know
never
that.
tried it, so I
Okay.
don't know for sure. And sometimes Can I use is not 100% accurate. So,
Got it.
but I was also surprised to see it on Can I use that it's supported. So if it is, then it's good news. If it's not, then it's coming later, I guess.
Yeah, this has been out for a couple years for Chrome, but I haven't heard
Yeah,
much about
the
it
API
anywhere
is
else.
and I don't really know what's the status on this API, if they're still working on it or not. But yeah, I've seen some articles from a few years ago already. Wait, there was an update on the draft in 2020 August,
Hmm.
so it's not that long ago, but it's not that recent.
Yeah. I do wonder how it works just because this is like not a thing like container queries where it can be done within the browser. I think it's something that has to be like either kicked out to, you know, an API or something to process that speech, or it's something that
Mm-hmm.
the browser then has to do that's kind of intensive. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic to that, right? Where it's not it's a bit different from other web APIs, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't actually know if it uses the like Windows voice recognition
Yeah,
or
I'm not
Mac
sure how it
OS.
works under the
Yeah,
hood. If you know, chat, I would love to know. So if anyone can find this out, Steph in the chat might know. I would not be at all surprised. Um, but so cool.
yeah.
So
So
yeah,
first we're gonna sort of load the library, and you can do that outside of the handle record.
cool.
The outside of the function, and create. So because it's not well supported everywhere, there is still this prefix version of the API. So on Chrome, we cannot just call the class name speech recognition. We're gonna use the WebKit speech recognition, and there is this sort of hack to replace, like if the API is available with the name, we just use the name, and if it's available with the prefix version, then we use the prefix version.
Got it.
We used to do the same with request animation frame. You had this long list of request animation frame, pipe, WebKit request animation frame, pipe, and so on. And we're just gonna do the same. So you can create a const variable that is speech recognition, capital S, capital R, that is equal to speech recognition. So if the API is available on the window object, and then pipe, if it's not available, we're gonna use lowercase WebKit, speech recognition, capital S, capital R.
It's like that.
Yep.
Now here's
So
the
for those
thing.
who,
With Next.js, this is potentially running
yeah,
server side
window is
also.
not always, yeah.
Cool. So if window, right? I'm gonna make
Yep.
sure.
But then the whole code should be wrapped inside it. Oh, but
Yeah. So
yeah.
if not window, we can just return null then.
Yeah, I guess.
Hopefully that will handle that. We'll see. Um, all right, cool. So should we log this out or anything to see if
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
Let's see.
Well, it's yeah. At least we will be able to see if the button works.
Yeah.
That would be a good
I
start.
mean, if we get a button working today, I'm pretty happy. Yeah,
We
that's
can be proud of you.
we can
All
call
of
it a
us.
day. Image search. Okay, we're getting nothing. Oh, if not window, how about that? All right, cool. So record. Let's
Nothing.
see our. Let's bring this up before I click. Speech
Yep.
recognition. Does that look good?
Yep.
Cool.
So basically, it's a function. Nothing more for now. So we will do a new speech recognition, and also outside of handle records. So what we will, so handle records will only call the API that we stored in a variable and just do start the same way you do start with a video or audio player. We initiate everything outside of the click event,
Cool.
and then when you click, we just do start. So
Okay.
another function, we will call it recognition because that's what I copy paste from online, and no need for capital. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
here you
typing
can
well
do.
today. You're gonna have to bear with me, Louis. I'm typing all over the place. Anthony,
It's
good to see you
fine.
in the chat there. Yeah, it just has to be a lot of fumbly fingers, but const recognition, cool.
Yeah, and you just no, it's not a function. It's a new speech recognition parenthesis
Ah,
because you can initiate. Do you say that initiates
yeah.
when you do init? Yeah, okay. Initiate
Or
multiple
is it
instance.
instantiate? I have.
Instantiate.
What does init stand for, chat?
Initiate instance. Oh, that's just
Uh,
when you
uh,
init. When
init. Yeah, it's just init. There's no other
it's
letters after that. Just not.
the
They're
init
not needed.
function. What does it stand for? I have no idea.
We're
Init.
gonna learn a lot today. That's all I know. How does
Let's
speech
learn
recognition
English
work under
with
the
Alex and
hood?
Louis.
Yeah, and what does init even mean? Yeah, cool. All right, so we got our new speech recognition thing.
Yeah.
Or
So like I said, that's a way for you to init blah 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 multiple instances of the API.
awesome.
And we only need one, so that's why you can store it in a global variable. There are a few options that we can set on that instance. The first one is the continuous. So you can ask for the speech recognition to keep listening to the voice. And it's not through the parentheses, but it's on another line. You can do recognition.continuous equal true. Continuous, like OUS.
Uh oh,
Continue.
continuous. Got it. Got it. Got it. Continuous. Is that how you spell
Yeah,
that? Okay,
UOUS.
got it.
That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, so that way it's not gonna, because I think what the API will do is as soon as you stop speaking, it will understand that you stopped speaking and stop recording. And we don't want that. We want people to either be able to stop recording by clicking again on the button, or just being able to keep speaking.
Cool.
The second option is the language. And so recognition.lang, yeah, equal to lower en dash uppercase en, no, US. Yep.
Cool.
And the default for your information is the, an HTML tag, there is a language attributes. And it's going to take that language attribute as a value. And if there is none, then it's going to take the browser language as a default value.
Interesting.
So,
Cool. Good to know.
yeah, I learned that today.
Nice.
And also, I was really surprised because usually that kind of technology only works in English, and actually it's not. I tried in French, and it's also working in French.
Cool.
So, and I was really surprised by the results. So maybe it's actually using the OS voice recognition, because I would be surprised that Chrome, for an experimental API, already built all the languages.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but then you'd be like, why doesn't Safari have that if Mac can handle that voice recognition stuff, right? Or we think Safari has it, right? It's Firefox.
yeah, well,
I don't know.
we will give it a try if someone on the chat
Yeah.
can do it for us.
Yeah, we'll try to kick it off to the chat as soon as possible.
We're both Windows users here.
Yeah, I've got a Mac next to me, so maybe I can
Oh.
hold that up and yeah.
See, it's working on my MacBook. Okay,
Cool.
so the API is ready now. What we
Awesome.
can do is start listening to your microphone. And now
Alright.
that's happening in the handle record function.
Okay.
And like I said, it's just as a video or audio player, it's recognition.start. Oh, but I think it's .play for player, media player. No, it start is fine,
Got it.
but it's not the same as for
It's not,
video
yeah.
and audio.
Cool.
Sorry.
Is that a function?
Yep.
Cool.
And
Alright.
that's it. So you can reload the page and see if it's asked for access to your microphone.
Let's see.
It does.
Hey, should I block? I don't trust this.
Sure.
the
And
the
that's
entire
it for
stream's
tonight.
ruined because I'm like paranoid of Zuckerberg listening in or something. Like, just... Cool.
I don't want this.
Oh wow. All right. So we're not going to see anything actually happening just yet because
Nope.
we're not having any result, but cool.
But it's listening, and
Yeah.
as you can see, it's listening without
That'll
any
record.
stopping because there's so now we will need a
Creepy.
function that's being called every time the browser is actually finding a sentence from what you're saying. And to do that, we will have callbacks from the recognition variables.
Okay.
And so outside of the handle record function. And the first callback is named onResult. OnResult. So recognition dot
on result.
onResult.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Like that?
Lowercase for some reason.
Oh. Really?
Well, it works that way, so
Yeah,
maybe we
no,
can try later.
I'm not questioning you. I'm questioning the API makers of this. Really? This?
Yeah, well.
Really?
And then it's equal to a function. No, it's equal to a function.
Ah, cool. And what do we get in? Or what's the argument that we're gonna hear?
Let's call it event or E. You know, that's
Cool.
the classic name.
Yep.
And let's do a console log inside of what's
Sounds
the
good
E.
to me. That is everyone's first step, or at least my first step. I'm not gonna.
First, is it working? Second,
I'm not gonna badmouth
the...
my viewers and say that they're as bad at this as I am. But okay, let's talk a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go. And I stopped.
Can you zoom in the console as well?
Yeah, good call. Thank you for mentioning that.
Well, because even I cannot read it, so
yeah. No, you've got about the same.
Okay, so we get a lot of things.
It's gonna keep going as I continue to run my mouth.
So we don't really need most of it, but you already found what we need, and it's actually I am but let's talk a little bit. Okay, I don't remember if that's exactly what you said, but the confidence is quite high. So
the fact that it doesn't make much sense as a sentence means it's probably exactly what I said. The fact that it was pretty much gibberish and random word soup, yeah, that's me to a T. Cool.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the latest one, and you will see that the results. If you open this one, result is always adding all the results in it. So it's a bit weird, but the even variable is like always happening all the results. Like it's keeping track of all the previous results. If you open the first one, you will see that the first one is actually the first thing you said. You see, it's I am but let's talk a little bit.
I'm trying not to talk as much right now, so it doesn't shift around and keep going. But yeah, that's perfect. That's really cool. Awesome. We've already got this really interactive thing. Like I think there's just so much that can be done with this API. I'm excited for it to be everywhere. To be honest, it's I mean, like sorry, not on every website, but in every browser. Like the fact that it's such a useful API for a lot of people, I feel like, who would benefit from being able to talk rather than type. I don't know. I think it's a really cool thing. I mean, with the growth of Siri and Alexa, and I'm probably triggering everyone's thing at home right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for just being all your devices going, yes. Hey, Benedict, good to see you. Thank you for coming through.
Hello. Yeah, starting from tomorrow, we'll see all the website asking for the microphone when you land on the page. Like, please record your microphone to use this website.
Yeah, basically, right? Cool. So we're looking good. Oh, it actually stopped. It stopped listening. I wonder why that is.
Oh, okay.
That's why we didn't get any more. Is this correct?
Interesting. So the continuous is not working.
Let me just see if I'm spelling it right.
Yeah, you did. I mean, from my...
Yeah. Just pasting it in to make sure. Yep, that was
Well,
correct. Or
maybe
no,
there is
we
still
we
some.
can find out. There might be like a timeout thing or something. We had it up for
Mhm.
about a minute, so maybe that's why, or maybe something refreshed. I don't know. We can figure that out. But yeah, Alan, good to see you. Double Anton, good to see you. I have none of those. So you're good. Good to hear, Benedict. Yeah, cool. So where to now? So we're getting our stuff in. Now we want to do something with it, right?
Sure. So we will try to get only the text that's been recognized. So what we saw on the event
Yeah, I'll pull that
variable
back up.
in the callback.
Cool. So we're going e dot results.
Mm-hmm.
We want to go
And then that's the
for
tricky part. We want to get the last one of that array.
yeah. So the length is not is this an array? This is an array,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a node
It's like
lister, so
yeah.
it's a weird array, but it is. So
Cool.
you
All
can
right.
just do the
Length
array
minus one or
length.
whatever.
Exactly.
Cool. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. I'm not trying to be a smart guy
No,
here.
good,
Oh,
good. You're a good
smart guy
student.
knows length minus one. Look at me. No, I'm not. Didn't try to cut you off. So let's just log that now, if you don't mind.
Yep.
E dot results
Results.
dot or
Not that. Yeah.
E dot results dot length minus one. Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's try this again. Gonna just pop over here and then pop back. That should do it. Record. All right, I'm gonna talk, and then I'm going to actually stop talking. It didn't. Oh, no.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Oh, it is, but
it's
yes, but
final
it doesn't
true.
return. Yes, because it's not the
Got
string.
it. Got it. So we got to go inside.
And yep,
Inside
and get the transcript.
Okay, so you got to go dot transcript. And to answer Alan's question, so Alan, we are making a voice-powered image search. So yes, this is all a browser API. So it's only supported in Chrome, Edge, and maybe Safari. But yeah, we are basically just using a browser API transcript.
No, the bracket 0, because
Oh.
it's another. Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's see what we got. Reloading. And then we're going to take what we say, like when I'm talking right now, and I'm going to run my mouth and then stop.
Ooh.
Look at that. So we're going to take that and we're going to pipe that into the Unsplash API and search for things based on whatever you want, whatever your mouth imagines. There we go. So yeah, based on whatever you want. Yeah, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It doesn't
Can you
help
try
that I
asking a
mumble.
question? Because when I tried, yeah, give it a try.
When is my birthday?
Oh, when I tried, I had all the question marks and so on. And I don't know.
When is my birthday? Question mark.
Ooh. So you can spell the punctuations.
Yeah,
That's
interesting.
actually...
Cool. So
okay.
We're good. We're looking good. So now we've got this. We can put that into like a variable, right? So
yep.
Cool.
Well, no, actually, it should not be a variable. It should be the search text variable. You know, the value of the input. That's what we're aiming for. You see on line 30, the value equals search text. We want that variable search text to be equal to what we just...
Yep. Thank you for following Sir Demir24. Good to have you. Yeah, great call. So what is set search text? Boom, just like that. And then we can go over here. All right. So we've got this input search text. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna give it a try. Thank you for following in. You are both now a horse. Congratulations. Thanks for coming. All right, here we go. Congratulations, you're a horse. The CSS is a little funky, but we're looking good.
Yeah. And it keeps tracking.
I could do this all day, honestly.
It's working quite well. Sometimes I'm impressed by how that kind of technology is working nowadays.
Agreed. All right, so I'm gonna do what is styling this that's making it stay all on the one line. Container, MX Auto. I don't know. I'm just gonna do a quick. Hopefully, putting both of these block. I don't know what's going on otherwise. Checking. Cool, that's better. All right, cool. So, yeah, here we go. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, period. Oh, it's getting cut off. But I nailed it. So, cool. All right, so...
Yeah, the input. Also, I don't see any border or anything on the input.
Yeah.
Is there some reset CSS
There's
or?
probably, yeah, there's definitely some reset CSS. I've got Tailwind in here just as like a default.
Oh, I see.
To kind of help out with like some quick styling at the beginning. So, got little quick borders there. We can fix these up as we go. But yeah, we're looking good, Louis. Where do we want to go from here?
Okay. Well, we will need to submit. Well, to make it nice, it should be inside a form element, and then we will be able to submit that form element. Even if it's not the best website, it should still be semantically correct.
I mean, this isn't the best website. You watch your mouth, Louis.
Sorry, it's not for now. It will be after 3 sessions on Twitch.
Yeah. Okay, I get. Now
Yeah,
I
this
accept your
should be
apology.
a type button. Oh, thank you.
It should be a type button.
That would be, yeah,
Cool.
because this is not to submit the form. This is just to start a recording, and then we will need another button to actually submit the form. But we will submit the form in JavaScript when we will get a result from the. So you will speak. We will get a result from the speech API. We will submit the form and get images from Unsplash.
Interesting. Okay, so we need to submit the form with JavaScript. Cool. Can you walk me through how we're gonna do that?
Well, you
I would
can
search
do
that.
an unsubmit or something. Like we need a callback when we submit the form.
Right. So we're gonna wait. So we're gonna do an on submit, but we need to trigger that submit.
Yeah, but it's fine because we can do because people will also be able to just type text and click on submit on their own.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
we want to make it like accessible to everybody.
Yeah, true.
Yep. And then first thing to do is prevent default because we don't actually want to submit the form. That's a bit weird, but so because if you don't do that, then the page will reload as the form is
reloads the page, and then back to start. Cool.
Oh,
and then we wanna all right. So then we also want to make sure that we can submit this form through a different button,
you can,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, Louis, do you know? I think I've learned it at some point. And I'm sure the chat knows, but the difference between like using a button element for a submit and an input element with a type button for a submit. I do it one way or the other.
If you use an input, you don't have access to pseudo elements.
To what?
The pseudo element.
Oh,
like before and after.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because it's a self-closing tag, and it's like an image. You cannot have an after on an image. So, I don't know if there is a difference for the browser or like in semantic, but when you do CSS, it's often a nightmare playing with inputs.
Got it. Good to know. Cool. All right. So you got.
And just a quick note: you don't need to type submit for people who don't know, because the default, if you have a button inside a form, the default type is always submit. But if you have a button anywhere on a website, not inside the form, it's default type button. And that's why here the button. No, you don't need it. You don't because the default.
No. Yeah, sorry. I'm saying like that. I went and erased this, thinking that's what you meant. But yeah, you're talking about the type, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yep.
Okay. Well, now it's time for the Unsplash API.
Sounds.
Are you ready for this?
We will see.
Okay, great.
I think we're good. Cool. All right, so now we're going to set up our API inside Node, or inside Next here.
Next.
So we're going to want to work in this API folder. We're going to want to send it a request, right? So I'm thinking like, so for people who are not familiar with Next.js, basically anything you put inside the API folder inside Pages becomes it's essentially run server side. If you deploy it to like Netlify and I think Vercel, it's run inside a function like a serverless function. There we go. And so we're going to be putting this in here. And so I'm going to give it some brackets. And this is going to be query. Just go with that, .js. So now we'll be able to get that query off of our request. And it's going to come in as that variable query there. So yeah, so what do we want to do inside of this
API?
Yes,
Yeah,
inside here.
well, first thing first, we're gonna need the Unsplash plugin.
Cool.
So if you already loaded it in your package.json,
I do not.
there is this unsplash-js.
So we're going to add
So
yarn, add unsplash.js. Like that?
yes.
Cool.
Yep. Okay,
All right,
cool. And then you can import that into your API.
Import like unsplash.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, then we will again instantiate the plugin by making a variable, a const unsplash.
Cool. Okay, so for this, I think we should set up the actual API part of this first, and then we can do the unsplash
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
inside that.
right.
Sound good? Cool. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
to
go.
handle all the requests and so on.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm basically going to go const, and then we're going to pull off the. No, actually, no. So I'm getting confused. So basically, if you export a function as a default from this file, that's going to be run not as a server. That's not what I'm trying to do. Just it's basically an API endpoint. So all you have to do is export a function, export default, and let's go image search, right? It's like that. Nope, I don't need that. I'm doing something wrong. Export default function. Let's go there. Cool. And then you are going to pull in two things from that. So the request, and are going to resolve with that. So from the request, we can basically bite off the query part. So I'm going to go ahead and I lost a bit. So we're going to go query. Query. Oh, let's just pull it off in a second. So let's just go request like that. And then we can see what's on that when that comes through, and then we can pull off from there. But yeah, so so let's hit this API and see what we're getting. All right.
Yeah, let's maybe just do a return of a string and see if we actually get the string in the resolve. Is it you should use the res variable, no? Like res.send or something?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little
it's fine.
rusty on that. So yes, yeah, we need to. I'm pasting in from here.
Oh, let's actually do a yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Because we will need a JSON anyway, so
cool. So I'm just pasting a little bit from the Next.js docs, and let's just go
name
query.
horse or whatever.
Yeah, just go query, and then we'll kind of say it back. Should be request dot query, I think. just see what that gives us. All right, cool. So after all that, we want to hit that, right? So how are we going to go about that? Are we going to do that from the form?
So on the onSubmit, so on the handle submit,
Yes.
we will fetch that API.
Cool. So you want to do that with just a fetch?
Yep.
Cool. You want to go ahead and walk us through that?
Well, first the URL of your API.
Cool. So we're gonna hit /API/ oh, we didn't put it inside an Unsplash folder. Let's do that real quick. Cool, new folder. Just to clean it up in case another guest another week wants to use something inside the API folder. Those brackets would catch everything, so we don't want to have it kind of cluttering that. So let's put it inside Unsplash. And then yeah, we want to pass it something, or we want to hit that. Yeah.
So you will need the backtick to make it literal.
Right. Or a template literal. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can add the query. So in our case, it's the input value.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get that off of E, right? Should we
No,
log?
no. You can get it from your React variables.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. You are helping me out. I keep forgetting about this stuff. Cool.
Yep. And then .then as a callback. Yep. You get a variable response or whatever. Then you can do response.json. Yep. A return of that. I mean, it's a return res.json, and then another then outside of, yep. And then here you should be able to do a console log of data or
cool.
whatever variable name.
Just like that?
Yep. So we fetch the API with the value of the input text so that we pass the query. Then the JSON, we need to parse it into an actual JSON. And then we get the data, and it's all then. And then at the end, we should get the JavaScript object.
Awesome.
That is the data.
And over here, we're just taking in the request, and we are returning that same request back. So let's see what happens. Let's refresh this just in case.
I'm curious about the query. What's the query gonna be?
So you will need to do.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right. Testing. Yeah.
Oh.
Busted. Uncaught in promise. Let's just make sure. I gotta bring up the chat just to make sure they're not already yelling at me. No, I don't think so. I don't think the chat's yelling at me yet.
Are you sure about the 8181?
Sorry?
Oh, the port, localhost. But no, it's fine.
Oh, Yarn. I know it is not running at all. So, but this is still interesting.
Wait, it's not running, but the website on the left is running.
So that's in Storybook. That's why.
Oh, it's not the same.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So yeah, that's going to be different. So I don't think we're going to be able to do this from inside Storybook. Good point. So let's pull this up. Yeah, here we go. If window is not defined. We ran into this last week, didn't we?
Isn't there like a process something that tells you if you're on the server side or?
Yeah, port 3000. Yeah, I exist in 3D. Oh, hey Reese. I always have to figure it out. React use effect. Cool. Reese is here. So.
Apparently there is a process.browser.
That
lets you. Yeah. So you could do if not process.browser.
Yeah, I think Reese is touching on the thing. So React use effect, does that go around? What's that going to go around exactly? I think it might go around.
Oh,
this stuff.
Indeed.
I'm trying to think. Always trickier when you're But I
So
don't know.
what I
It's
see
yeah.
on Stack Overflow, you have React.useEffect, and then inside that it's a function, and you could add everything we have inside the
Okay.
use effect. So yeah, React.useEffect.
I already imported it as
Oh,
a
okay, yeah,
thing
I
here.
see, I see. Good,
Yeah.
good.
No, but good call. And then we're gonna have nothing there. Cool. So call
So you
back around
can
the fetch
delete
for whatever
the
things.
yeah,
But put we should
yeah,
probably
but not the
move
functions.
what?
Yeah, that's good. The
Yeah.
callbacks we still need them
Yeah,
from
we'll stop
the
there.
the HTML.
Yeah, is it fine to put the const declaration inside that? Yeah, that seemed to do it. Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much, Reese. Thank you for coming by. I don't know if you just got
Working
here
on the fetch.
when you hit enter, but perfect timing. And June P, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone coming through. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit enter to enter the raffle. We've got a great prize for today. Bruno Simone's course. Make sure you're in that. Cool. So let's check it out here and see if this goes well. Love seeing all this red stuff, but oh well. I think this is based off of the other components that are just like semantically terrible because I'm copying and pasting them from somewhere to build out the terrible starter. And there you go. I love Jet's cold and unsettling service. I wouldn't buy from anywhere else. Louis, living human. So record. I'm going to nope. Recognition not
Recognition.
defined. Okay, so this
Because
is
yeah, the variables are
it's
inside the
scoped
effect.
exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking earlier. But I'm like, oh, it seemed to work. Nope, we got to do it outside after.
That would be too easy.
Yep. So that's gonna
And
do
I think you can delete
const.
the if not window because inside the use effect window will always be defined. From what I read online.
Okay. Let's
So
comment that out. Const speech recognition. Probably do a let though, right? If we're doing it out there, and then let recognition. Okay, gonna refresh just in case. All right, cool. Nice.
okay.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit and then I'm going to stop.
Ooh.
All right, we are
Amazing.
moving around. And Double Anton's in the chat saying the callback handle record doesn't have access to recognition right now. Good
Yeah.
call. Yeah. It's
just fixed
because
that.
of the scope. Yeah. So we scoped it to this use effect and then nothing else had it. So, yep. We are looking better now, though. So,
good. So we have an API and it returns what we sent to the API. But that's not really useful as we already know what you're passing as a query. But it's a start and little steps are always nice.
I'm going to restart that so it doesn't keep recording everything I say just so I don't get self-conscious. It's funny. I actually have two of these going at this time because I have auto captions turned on for this stream. I don't know how helpful they are. They're probably as helpful as this search thing is, but they're at least better than nothing. Like I don't have the means to hire someone to caption these out, but hopefully this is helpful at least a bit. So I've got that going right here, and it's going pretty well. And then we've got this going here. So cool. So I'm going to pull off of request. I'm going to pull off query. That's what I was trying to do earlier, but my brain was blanking. Cool. So what are we going to do from here? You were saying we're not really doing much right now. We're just returning this. Yeah. So I'm guessing we're going to use unsplash here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can create another variable, like unsplash API or whatever. And it's going to be equal to unsplash dot create API.
Cool.
API capital A. Yep, perfect. And then inside it, you have an object with first property, it's access key.
Cool. And I like that this is what's it called when a library gives you like all this stuff? It just has like the autocomplete stuff filled in, and not every library does that. So
I don't use that as I'm not really using a lot of autocomplete when I'm developing, but
some of us completely rely on autocomplete here, Lily. All right, if the thing doesn't finish it for me, it's going to be 5 hours on Stack Overflow. So
Yeah, I feel like sometimes people expect when, you've been working for a few years that you use all the best technology when you're developing, but I'm still using Sublime Text for 10 years now, and I basically have two plugins. It's like Emmet and then something to syntax highlighter or some.
Emmet's a good one though. Emmet's a good one, and the
Yeah.
things that you can do with what you got is pretty fantastic. So I don't think you should change
Well,
anything.
and I need to give you the key, and it's fine if it's open because I will delete it after tonight
Oh,
or
you're gonna
after.
you're gonna rack up a bill, my friend. We've got
Everyone will steal my key.
yeah,
Where can
from
I?
my estimates, we've got about 2,000 people in chat, and they're all fiending to make some requests. So, Alan says if you haven't heard of them, look at Harvard Sentences later. They are used for audio testing. Interesting. I
Oh,
I will check
interesting.
that out. Harvard
Um,
Sentences. That sounds
I'll
pretty
give it to
cool.
you on Discord. Do you?
Perfect. I've got Discord, I think, open to the side. Let me come back to 2 people only, just in case. Transition emoji. Shouldn't matter, but oh well. I just wanted to use my little transition animation because I'm not secretly proud of it. I don't know. I did a thing in After Effects, people. It's kind of cool. It's kind of lame. Oh, here we go. Double Anton saying, although it's a bit bug prone right now, since we just declare some variables inside the component, which means that if the component re-render things will break. Would be more reactive to put them in a ref, but it's working. So no. So I think by the end we should go back and do that, Double Anton. I think you have a great point. And Christopher, thank you so much for the fancy transitions. Well, thank you, Nuha. I appreciate that. You're very kind. Cool. So got an access key.
Yep.
I'll blur that in post. Don't worry about it, Lily. No one's.
Stop looking at the screen.
Yeah, don't look. Practical Dev is here. Is that like the Practical Dev? Is that Dev.2? Is that Christina Gordon by chance?
Ooh.
Either way,
Weird.
whoever you are, I'm glad you're here. So thank you for being here. With the Bob Ross emoji. I love it. Cool. So we got our access key. What's next?
Yeah. Well, now we can do unsplash API. So we can call the unsplash API and do dot search dot get photos.
Love it.
And
This
that's
is
a
cool.
function. Then an object with some
Cool.
parameters. The first one being query. So that's what we get from the call from the fetch.
Cool. I'm just
Okay.
gonna leave it right there. We
And
named it
then
appropriately.
we will add a limit of per page. No, sorry. We will add a limit, and the variable name is per page. Capital
Cool.
P. Yeah. Let's make it I don't know, 10.
Let's go
Or
12 for.
if it's better for your grid.
It's way better.
12 is the perfect number.
12. I mean, 12 is usually better because it's like if it's a 3-column grid, it works. If it's a 4-column grid, it works.
Yeah.
10, it has to be like a 5-column grid, right? It's going to be funky. 12 is a good number. Hey Nick, thank
I
you
worked
for
on a
being here.
website with a grid of 11 columns, and Lotte, if you're watching this show, I still love you, but that 11-column website was a nightmare. So anyway,
it's just in the middle of like almost being useful and
like, it's still in my head that 11 columns website, but the website was nice. But
You
just
probably
the grid
wake
was
up
weird.
in the middle of the night just going, 11. Why is it
I can't
11?
divide it by anything. And we will need to do .then as it's an async function.
That then, cool.
And we have a result variable, a function. And okay, so here we are getting an array from Unsplash. So what we can do is return that array. So you can copy paste the line below with the res.stats, like the status. Yeah. So we will only return the request once we get the result from Unsplash. And the JSON is actually going to be just results. So, yeah, you can even remove the object.
Cool.
Results.response.results.
Cool.
So Unsplash is returning a lot of things, but we only need this specific property inside the object. So this is the array of all the images, and we will get all the URLs and so on from the images.
Awesome.
Let's give it a try.
Really? Oh man, this is cool. All right,
Woo!
I'm pretty excited here. Angelo says someone should make a prime number grid framework. That would be
That's a good challenge.
yeah, that's like a fantastic like April Fool's thing. Be like introducing. Oh, that's great. All right, so I'm gonna run my mouth a little bit. Yellow car. Hmm.
Oh, the server is still running?
It might have an error. Let's see. Async or type error cannot
Yep.
read create API of undefined at image search. Create API of
Okay.
undefined. Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait, no. That
Looks like the import is not going well.
yeah, interesting. Let me just check and make sure there's a
Okay.
funny. Yeah.
Well, maybe you can try another way because I also had issues when working with my Node server, so not inside Next.
Okay.
I did it using a require instead of imports. So what you could
Okay.
do is const unsplash equal require unsplash.js. Yeah, let's see if this works better.
It's interesting because the Next.js docs do have the is it ES6 syntax? Is that what I always forget the names of those. I think this is
Yeah,
common JS and
ES6, but
then
I'm always
imports.
confused by it.
Yeah. Imports and requires. Okay, context provider, is that a thing? A failed prop type. You provided a value prop to a form field without an on-change handler. This would be a read-only field. Yes, that's fine. It's kind of what we're expecting right now. That's what we're expecting right now. All right, so where was I? What were we
Okay, it
doing?
compiled, so now you can, yeah,
It
give
did.
it
Let's
another try.
see. All right, testing. No, I shouldn't have.
That's not a good search, huh?
Yellow car.
API result without sending a response for API. This may result. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yep,
we
it
got it.
worked. Oh, I think you get the error from the server side because
It's
we
not
have an
returning.
async function. You see, it's as it's async, the server is like, oh, I've been called, but I don't return anything because we are waiting for Unsplash to return something.
Got it.
But it's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, it's just like you call me, but I didn't return anything. Basically, I'm
Yeah.
useless, but
I'm
you're
just
not
wondering,
because.
yeah, should we just return
Or maybe
null
we should
or
do await. I
that
know
might
there's
be it.
something with async
Yeah,
functions and
there's
awaits,
something to
but
do. We can black favorite typewriter with printer paper. I'm
ooh,
very interested to see what this
I want to see
image.
these images. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz now I'm super curious. HTML, is this the download
No, so
location?
what we will need is the URLs.
Cool.
Yep, and
So
let's use the
full.
small ones. Or yeah, full is maybe
Or
big.
copy property path? No. Okay, so small. Copy. I just want to see how that
Oh
came out.
yeah, watch
Probably
out for the
shouldn't do it in this
quotes.
tab. Let's do there, and then home, do there. Exactly what
Wow,
I was looking for.
that's a
Yellow
yellow
car,
car.
unsplash, unsplash. You knocked it out of the park. Um, so Reese says you can export async API functions. I think if I remember right. Interesting. Yep, they're just functions, so it doesn't matter if it's an async function or not. Got it. Cool.
Well,
Thanks
it
for
does
being here,
work, so
Nick.
that's yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the API bit worked. The search didn't. let's
Oh,
let's
that's
see
what
how.
you search for. You
Yeah.
search for. Did you see the sentence?
Oh wait, really? Oh,
Yeah.
did I
Well,
search for
now it
something
changed, but
ridiculous? Okay,
it
let's
was
try it
something
again. Here we
starting
go.
with.
Um. Yeah. Whoa. What now? Handle record.
Oh, and that's maybe what someone was pointing out in the chat, like when
Yeah,
the
that's exactly what I'm scrolling up because I'm blanking on the name. Double Anton was saying that yeah, this is going to
because
be
the use effect
it,
is not being called
it's
again
not
or
in a
something.
ref. Yeah, okay. So, should we put speech recognition in a ref? Is that what you were saying, Double Anton? Speech recognition should go in a ref. So use ref. or put that here. You need to update the dependencies array maybe to trigger the use effect. Yeah, we just don't want it to have to re-render if the page re-renders, right? I don't know. Angelo's in the chat too. I know he might be able to spot it. I'm sure there's something here that I'm just striking out on. Double anti. Okay, so speech recognition should be a use ref. I think that's what we're saying. And recognition. Got it. And just start out as null. Why is it yelling at me? Oh, because I need to put equals. Cool. Okay, and then so speech recognition dot current. Oh, this is starting to get weird.
So recognition ref.
Current. Yeah, so constant recognition ref
apparently
was use ref. Then yep, cool.
That's what people told you in the chat.
Cool.
And recognition as well, no?
Yep. Dot current.
Oh wait, no, because I'm so confused by this.
Yeah, it gets a little funky when you're using
Why don't you? So on line 13, you're reassigning the variable that's from line 7.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So should it?
Maybe recognition doesn't need to be. I don't know. This is getting a little screwy. Little screwy.
And that's where React is lost me a long time ago.
Speech recognition current is not a constructor. Yeah, I'd agree. All right, this is getting a little wonky. Let's back it up and we'll figure this out in a little bit. I don't want to get hung up on if we can just...
I know. Well, maybe just try to go back to what you had.
I just saved it, so let's see.
No.
I should be new speech recognition current.
Because we have the same variable name as the window.speech recognition. I think that's why it was not happy on the left.
Okay.
See, because here it tries to do new speech recognition. The speech recognition is the variable. Oh, wait. Yeah. And so on line 11. Though. Yeah, that's good. But then on line 11, you need to do speech recognition, window.speech recognition, and window.webkit speech recognition. Because otherwise, I think it will try to get it from the speech recognition variable that's on the line above.
Interesting.
I think. I'm not...
No, it's still yelling at me. Unexpected token, line 6.
Because you cannot do that.
Yeah,
it's
I can't do it there. I'm just pasting everything in, people. I'm just hacking my way through this. Let's see. Nope, didn't like that either. Let's see. People are coming through.
Yeah, because you need to do recognition.
Colby is ready with a party of 10. Colby, thank you so much. I am striking out on React. Colby, don't you leave. Banana stand. Banana stand, thank you for... There's always money in the banana stand. Thank you for being here. Huge Arrested Development fan, so I really appreciate it. Everyone who just came through, hit !enter and enter for a copy to win Bruno Simone's course. So great to be here. Recognition.current.onResult.
Yeah, on line 18, you need to add the .current. On line 18.
Is that what it's yelling at me for? Cool.
Yes, and I think you will do the same. You will need to do the same lower on the page, like on your code, like on the handle results.
Yeah.
It's here. I know it's good.
And
okay.
Right? Are we good? Are we good? Thank you, Benedict, for that. And Colby,
thank you, chat.
To see you. Yeah, thank you, chat. Let's see. Yellow car.
Okay. And we get our array full of images. Okay, let's try to just quickly create images in the HTML with React, so we can see the images up on the page.
Cool.
So can you do like an array variable and then it's do a loop and create images based on that array?
Yes,
in your
let
templates?
Me just get reacquainted with our code real quick. So I'm gonna just use state. So images, set images. Use state array. Cool. So
we will need a list element.
What do you mean?
Well, we will need to loop inside that images variable, and for each item inside the array, we will create an image.
Yes, yeah. So what we can do, I think I'm following what you're saying. So here we just logged out a thing,
So
right? So
what you
we
can what you can do is the data. So images equal data.
got it.
Well, like set images data.
Okay, got it.
Uh-huh. So now in the templates, we can render images.
Yes. So let's just do div dot flex.
Can you make it a list?
Yeah, good call. Yeah, li or ul.
Yep.
And then let's go li. Cool.
Uh-huh.
And then so images. Images dot map, and then no, yeah, like that. Cool. So image.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's go to
And
return. And then let's just go image. So each image is gonna have, let's go
URLs dot
yeah.
small.
I just want to see the text super, or yeah, like just see it as text for.
Oh, but make it, or we can do that later. But as the src of an image, so we don't just see a text.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick check before I got
okay.
further.
It works. Nice.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
Image, cool. So cool. And then does it come with alt text? Do we know? Does it come with its own? I think it does, right?
It was
description.
alt description. No, you even have alt description.
Alt description. Oh, perfect. Super helpful. Black favorite typewriter with printer paper. I mean, it's not terrible, but
is that favorite of brands?
It might be. In that case, it's a really good alt text then. Image.
Yeah, I think it is.
Awesome.
When I type favorite typewriter on Google, the first image is an Unsplash image.
Yeah,
and it's actually this one.
We got it. Will Johnson's here. Welcome. Make sure you enter that course or that raffle. We've got a raffle going for Bruno Simone's 3JS course. It's super, super good. And people, I don't know why every time I search for yellow car, this stuff comes up. We're getting the same results. Do you know why that might be? I feel like there's something broken with our...
Maybe the query is not actually. Are we passing the query? Yeah. Can you go to the server, the API, and do a console log of query to see if we actually get the good query?
Okay. Yeah. So log.
So search get photos query. Yes.
Let me just put that. Yep, we are getting it.
Okay, and if search for yellow car,
red car. Got the same images back. API resolved without sending a response for red car. Yeah, so maybe this is what's going on. Since the speech results are appended, maybe you are taking the first every time.
No, I don't. Because
yeah, we just got red car through, so that's a good thought, Double Anton. Not even one.
But look, it's query. Wait, no, am I confused? Because yes. Query is also an object, so you should do query.query. No.
Yeah, you are right.
No,
you're spot on.
You're doing a console log of.
Good eye.
Yes.
That's. Look at that hot garbage there. I will fix this up. I promise. Query is query.query.
Italian flag.
Yikes. Oh, that is live coding at its finest. Okay, so so it was basically getting nothing as a result, and it was just returning 10 random items.
The first images.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yellow car. Oh, now what? Okay, it's that thing.
Still have that issue.
It's fine. Yellow car.
Yes. Yes. It works. That's good news.
Those are yellow cars, people. We have yellow cars, and it came from right here. Right. Wow. Awesome. 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 Look at that. What's the car that Angelo likes? Is it a Miata? Angelo, what's the Miata? Yeah. Let me see if I can search for that. Mazda. Oh, nope, of course. We're gonna fix that bit offline. I'll push the code, but I don't want to slow it up anymore. Mazda Miata. Angelo, are you happy? Are you happy? The MX-5, or I don't know what any of these are. These all look like Miatas to me. But this is super cool. Honestly, this is so cool that we have built a search engine for images just based on what we're saying. It's super super cool. So awesome. We can throw some quick styles on it if you would like. It's not
Yeah, let's make it a
yeah,
inline block at least.
cool. So let's come
And
back over
while
here.
what we will also be able to do quickly is not having to click on the submit button, but every time we get a result from the speech recognition, we can submit the form. So you can just keep speaking, get results, speak, get results, speak, get results.
Awesome. Do you want to do that first? That sounds
Well,
super
it's
fun.
it's it's easy. You can just like on line 26, add another line that does form.submit, and we just need the form variable to be a reference to the form element.
Right. Cool. So we can do that as a ref.
Oh
Um,
wait, no, not here on the results. I'm confused. It's on line 20. So when we get the results, we want to submit the
cool.
form.
That makes sense. All right. Yep. So we want to get that ref first. Use ref. Let's move these down a little bit. So we've got form. Ref equals form. Let's go form ref, not just form. That's a bit more proper. All right, cool. So now, where was that? It was in on result. Cool.
Yep.
So here we're gonna go form dot current dot submit.
Yep.
Is that right?
So
Cool.
first we set the search value with from the speech recognition, and then we submit the form.
Um,
Yeah, that's good. I
okay,
mean,
cool.
I just
Just
because
just
if you submit first and then you update the value of the input, then you will have an issue.
makes sense. Cool. So let's try it. Yellow car.
Oh.
It did the okay. Oh, so we need to handle submit
Oh.
here. So we don't need
Yes, but
actually.
it's
Oh no.
oh when you when
When
you
you do it
first
through JavaScript, it's gonna.
or you know what you can just do is handle submit parentheses. Just call the handle submit function. We don't
Yeah.
actually need to really submit the form.
Yeah, because we're not actually doing anything with E anyway. So we can just pass it. Oh, how do we? So if E, right?
Yep.
Can do that, and then just do this, and don't worry
Yeah,
about
so we
passing
don't we don't
anything.
really need the ref. That's a lot of yeah.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, totally fine. I
We
thought
make it
we
clean.
thought we were going to need that too. Cool. All right. So, oh, right, not typing. Yellow car.
Oh.
Blue car.
Oh,
Uh,
the API broke or something?
yeah, interesting.
Compiled successfully.
I'm gonna restart it, and I'm gonna restart this page.
Recognition is actually quite good here. Huh?
Yeah, and I'm gonna restart this, but yeah, it's nailing it all. All right, cool. So let's try this again. Let's bring back our thing here. Yellow car.
Uh-oh. What did we do wrong?
Okay, so
Oh,
it still works if I click submit. Why is that? So on submit, handle submit. if E prevent default. Is that?
There is no query. If you look at the get 4.4, there is no query. So I think it's like search text. Oh, is it async when you do set search text? You know, like on line
Sure. Yeah.
23 and 22.
Yeah.
Is it really sequence like
Yeah.
as a sequence?
Inside this use effect, it might not have. Yeah. Like this might all be scoped so that in handle submit. Let's just
No,
checking
no,
to make
but
sure.
I'm uh I think that the search text. Ah, yes, I see the problem.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's scoped.
Well, you can do a console log of search text inside the handle submit here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So log. Let's refresh the page. Yellow car.
And open the console. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
It's empty.
that's an empty string. That's
But
what we start
now,
with.
and look at the console logs. Is it still empty? Ah, yes.
Yep,
Why is
still
this
empty.
variable empty?
Because it gets because inside the use effect, it is keeping that variable scoped from when it's instantiated. So use effect's only kicking in at the very start. So it never gets the updated values of search text. I would pass search text to handle submit instead of picking it from the state so you can use it before the set state is done. Double Anton, good call.
Oh, that's
So
actually a good idea.
yeah,
We can
so
do.
can we do like a second parameter, or how would we do that?
Yeah, you can do like.
Yeah, so that you think? But
No,
then
I wouldn't like give it another name.
yeah,
So that's search text
search.
2.
Yeah. So handle submit. So we go null or undefined. Why is it everything's
It's
going really
rebuilding.
slow? Oh, because I'm talking. Because I'm.
Oh
So
yes.
it's searching every 2 seconds because I'm talking.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Killed that. So handle submit, and then we want to do like a or null, and then
You can copy paste what you have on the line above.
Text.
Oh. Because search text is available there?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm so confused
Yeah,
with
I guess we
React.
can do that.
That's a safe way.
Yeah, and then so search, but then how do we okay, so then yeah, so if
Well, on line
search.
36 you can do search text by pipe search. Oh, but it's not null, it's just what do you define on search text?
What do I define on search text? Yeah,
On the
it's an empty string.
Yeah, can you
That's
make it
falsy.
undefined?
Sure. I think so.
Because this way we will like the
Still
pipe
null.
thing should work. Yeah, or null.
Yellow car.
Yes! Yes!
All right.
What is that?
See, no, it doesn't work because that should have been Matthew McConaughey. Like this clearly doesn't work as an API. There's no Matthew McConaughey here whatsoever. Who is that? That's not Matthew McConaughey. If you search all right, that's got to be that. Okay, I don't know. I'll talk with Unsplash. Double Anton, thank you for all the help in the chat, and then inline it with the unsubmit.
Thank you for
that. Awesome. Yeah, we're definitely gonna fix this code up off air. I don't want to keep Louis for any longer than I've already kept him because it's late there. But we're definitely just gonna finish up and polish it. Yikes! That is definitely not a Matthew McConaughey. That is not what we're looking for.
I think you didn't take a pause in your sentence for a while, so it just kept looking for what you're saying. If you just say blue car now.
I wonder if McConaughey returns people giving thumbs up because look, McConaughey, and then it's a. Why is that?
But is there a Matthew? If you look for Matthew McConaughey, are you gonna get images?
I don't think so.
It
Matthew
was still
McConaughey.
recording. Is there a no? I don't think so. Matthew
Yeah,
McConaughey.
yeah. There's no way. All right, cool. Where is there? Oh, but is Benedict asking for where the code's going to be? So great question. So this is going to be pushed up to grim.componentcarousel.com. Um, right now it's still the old one with a bunch of yellow cars. But this GitHub repo link is the correct GitHub repo. So if you click that, that'll take you here. This is still just the boilerplate stuff that was up today. It's still just this. But in a few minutes, I'm going to push up what we just worked on. So if that's what you're asking, where's this code going to go? It's going to go up there quite soon. So before we push that, though, do we want to just like tidy this up a little bit? Oh, no, the country is getting, got it. That makes more sense. Sorry, I had to just guess. Yeah, so there is Brussels, Belgium, correct?
Yeah, it's 9:30 here.
Whew. Are you going to get in trouble that you're up so late, or are we good?
Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed. Time
Here we
for my
go.
milk and.
What? Wait. We got the same result for are you going to get in trouble that you're up so late, or are we good? I'm excited to see what people get as like search results of this thing, because it's kind of funny. All
I
right.
think we should at least do a stop, or when you click on record again, it should, or I mean, like, because here it keeps listening to you forever.
Yeah.
But
Okay. So how?
let's maybe make the style first,
Yeah.
because now the list is really ugly.
Yes, agreed. So, for sake of time, let's just do it with Tailwind, so we don't have to pull in this new style sheet and name it. I know you're probably dying inside, Louis, but let's just do it quickly if you don't mind, if that's cool. So how do
No
you?
worries.
Cool. I know it's not everyone's flavor, but it's what we're going with for right now. Class name equals flex. You think? What do you want for these styles?
What do you mean? Like,
What
is
do
a
you want?
grid?
What?
Like just a grid of images?
Yeah, so how do you want to do it? Do you want to
I don't know, like 3 images per row?
Okay. So you want to do flex or grid?
Well, now we can use gap with flex. So,
Cool.
oh yeah, let's use flex box.
Cool. So yeah, flex, wrap. Cool. And then I think with this it would be like let's see, class name. Then you can go like width, and then they've got interesting like fractional stuff. So you can go like 1/3. Let's see how that looks. And then flex wrap, and then gap 4.
Reminds me of bootstraps a long time ago.
Yeah, a bit. I mean, like it's nice in that like it's like I like Tailwind, and I think that they.
I don't judge, Alex. Just between you and me,
Okay.
I don't judge. We all have our faults in lives, and it's just fine.
You use Sublime, I use Tailwind. All right, we're both good people though.
But Sublime is pure. It's like the basic like.
Listen, I
the
wasn't
first
judging.
step.
I don't know why you're getting defensive. Liam's
I don't
here.
know.
Good to see you, Liam. Yeah, and
Hey, Liam.
Leah's sitting next to Angela as usual. Love it. I loved when we did a CodePen meetup and Leah, like they were both on the call on separate computers, and then they just like walked across the room and got on the other webcam. It was just such a great moment. So good. Yeah. So just making sure I'm not missing all the chat. Liam, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. It's okay, Liam. It's all good. We gave you a little shout out earlier with the 3D thing, but here's what we've created. Let's see if we can get it styled or whatever.
Wait, Liam is that long
Blue car.
thing?
Correct. That is Liam.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's
Okay,
not
nice.
So the gap is making that break in terms of
Isn't it? Oh, but you have a reset on the. Oh, because it's 33% and it shouldn't be 30. And if you use grids, I don't know
what
how
I
to use
searched
grids.
to do this. I don't know what it's. That's better. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. a little less risque. Yeah. So 1/3. Let's go 1/4 maybe. See how that goes. I don't. Yeah, we'll
No, but the
fix this.
gap you will always have the yeah.
Yeah, I honestly never style flex stuff like this. I don't know. So let's just go 1/3. Anybody great with it's funny. I just said like, oh yeah, I use Tailwind, but I never do this like 1/3 type stuff. I don't know. I prefer grid for this sort of thing. Let's just do grid, honestly.
So yeah, yeah.
Grid calls 3.
And
And
then you can
then
remove the yeah. Thanks.
yeah, I just that kind of
Nice.
simplicity is just so nice. And it's just gonna keep going. All right, cool. So, yeah. Oh, should we do like a set height
Masonry?
or something?
You want to do
Hmm.
what?
So the only thing is that this is looking funky because some are tall, some are
Mm-hmm.
wide.
Well, can you do masonry with Tailwind? I think not.
No, I'm pretty much nothing besides like JavaScript,
No.
right? Like, I mean, you can
Well, we
do it.
could grab the images, making them height 100% and then object width cover.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if you want to, I mean, we have to give it a set height though, right?
Yep.
So let's see if we got like H. Do they have
It's still recording if it's too slow for.
Yeah, it's all good. Let's see what H96 does. That's pretty good. And then object cover, right? No, we want that on the image.
Why 96 and not 100%?
Sorry. Oh,
Why? What?
so for the height, we're gonna need to do a Oh, and thank you for following, Zorochi. Thank you for the follow. So we're gonna need a set height, not a height full, right? Because that's just gonna. I guess we're good. Okay, never mind. Might have had a misconception there. And then width full.
And height full. We want both. Yeah, someone mentioned contain, but if we use contain it's Liam, then it's not gonna fill the whole thing, and it's basically what we have now. So the idea is here to have a grid that is completely full with images, so we don't really mind
Yeah.
cropping the images.
So I guess that this does work. I was thinking of setting the height like this or whatever so that they were all the same, but yours actually makes
okay.
sense because this is still pretty solid. Like it's not that big a deal that's bigger.
Yeah, it's random, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so let's refresh super quick. We're pretty much out of time, but I just want to make sure that
Yeah.
and I'll continue to like polish this up and push some updates so that the site's nice and polished. But let's give it a search. Let's see what we can do. Mazda Miata.
Nice.
I can't say anything afterwards. I can't be happy because I'm never gonna get like some weird guy giving me the thumbs up watch.
Yep.
So good. Yeah, so we will build in the not the we're gonna build in the thumbs up. No, we're gonna build in the stop functionality, and I'm gonna style up the buttons, and I'll ask Louis. Last thing that we can't leave until we do. Font display. Yes, there we go.
Ooh.
That's what we're looking for. Little bit of a creeper font. Why isn't that updating? Text 5x. Oh, because it's here. There we go. Nice. All right, let's go like 6XL there. Cool. So we've got the creeper font. We'll make it a little bit more gory or just spooky. I think we're not going for gory, but we're going for spookiness or just for death puns and stuff. So we'll add this. This was fantastic. Louis, I can't thank you enough for coming on and working with us. Yeah, this was a blast. So just to kind of recap in case you just came through, we started out by going to the web API for speech recognition. That's only available, we think, in Chrome Edge, and maybe Safari. We are pretty sure it's not in Firefox, right? Let me check
Yeah,
the.
Firefox for sure, and Safari apparently it's not as well.
Oh, it's not available on Internet Explorer 11. That's like my daily driver. And Opera Mini. Oh, what's the point? Um,
What a shame.
yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, so we started with that. We were able to get basically like every sentence or every string of text that you say, and then when you pause, the API returns that. We were able to take that, pass that through this. I mean, only 14 lines to go hit that.
Yeah, I'm
That's pretty
impressed.
pretty awesome. And we're able to use that Unsplash.js and query that from Unsplash and bring it back and show off these images. It is a super cool little project that we just built. So yeah, there's one component down, people. We've got 3 more to go. We're off to an awesome start, though. Let me find the site again. Awesome start. Thank you so much. Alex receives hate mail from all the Opera Mini users. I definitely will. They if they can figure out how to work email on their phones, because honestly, if you're using Opera Mini, I don't know. No, actually, that was kind of mean of me to say. No, Opera Mini has a great use case. Where the W3M text browser, you might be. No, my understanding is that Opera Mini has a great use case, being a browser that keeps the data to an absolute minimum. So it only downloads like just like text basically. So it's great for people who are in a place that don't have good, like have a very low data cap or just don't have good internet speeds. And so it's a perfect browser for that. No shade intended. I apologize. But yeah, I think we're set. Louis, do you want to plug anything, promote any kind of newsletter by chance, anything like that?
Yeah, well, if you have any question about the web speech API or well, I'm not an expert about that, but if you have a question about the demo, please ping me on Twitter, Mamboleo, double O at the end. And like we mentioned at the beginning, I'm doing a newsletter every month with Cassie Evans, who is awesome. You should also follow her, about SVG and web animations and everything that is moving and colorful on the web. So subscribe. It's viewbox.club. And yeah, if you have like questions, just ask me.
Yeah,
I
please.
don't bite. And if you have question about React, don't ask me. I couldn't answer any
Or
question
me
about that. So
anymore, apparently.
yeah.
I'm just gonna, yeah. I can't do React Live, or at least, yeah, I don't know. I'll get better at this. It's my 5th episode. I can do it, me. I'm looking in the mirror right now. You're a good
Yeah.
person. You can do it. You're
But the
smart. You're
chat is giving
capable.
you a lot of hints.
Yeah,
So
the chat's
thanks to the
saving my
chat
butt
for
every
that.
day. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's just basically me searching and yeah, so here's Viewbox, and last but not least, before everyone leaves, we have 2 things to do. So one is finding where there it is. So we have close entries. Here we go. Okay, where's the giveaways? So I'm pulling this up. Here we go. Cool. I had a mini heart attack right now because for a second it showed that there were like no things here. Hopefully I'm not like doxing myself by showing this. I don't think so. But here we go. So we got all these people in here. We got 14 in there. For a second it showed none. So I was mini heart attack, but we're good. So this is for the Bruno Simone 3JS course for all the marbles right here. So if you have not, okay, hold on. I will resume entries, reopen the giveaway to fans. Just want to make sure that this doesn't erase this. I'm gonna like copy paste this real quick, just in case, because I haven't reopened this, and I want to give people one last chance to enter. Give me 1 sec. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oop. All right, thank you for hanging with me. Resume entries. Cool. So go ahead and hit !enter if you don't see your name here. Giving you actually 5th Nix, you're already in. You are already in there, so you're all good. I'm seeing your name right there. But if you haven't already, go ahead and put !enter to enter that raffle. I'm gonna be like 5 more seconds, and I'm gonna close it. 5, 4, 3,
Ooh.
2, 1, and we're closed. All right, we are gonna pick a winner, and here we go. Vader Wafer 2, not 1. If Vader Wafer 1 is here, sorry, but you are not a winner. Vader Wafer 2. Congratulations. Please reach out to me either here on Twitch. You can here right here. You can whisper to me or whatever on that, or hit me up on Twitter /trust codes. Okay. They're not in chat right now. Oh boy, that's always so. I will whisper at them if I don't hear back by next episode. We'll give out 2 next week. Okay, deal. So Vader for 2, congratulations, and don't leave yet because we're gonna go raid Ensaladasaurus, who is just chatting. So we're gonna hit them with a raid. Thank you so much to Louis for being here. Thank you, chat, for being here. Let's go raid. Awesome. Have a great day. I'll see you later.
Bye.
All right. I think we can